I am the prophet, and truth is above all else. Forgiveness is a really interesting concept. It's something that most of us do not think about very much. We do not realize that forgiveness as a concept comes from Christianity, comes from religion. So we cannot really separate it from the religious background. Now, what is forgiveness in its simplest sense? Forgiveness is about acceptance. Someone has wronged you, something has wronged you, and you forgive. You accept that this event has happened, and that even if someone was at fault, that doesn't really matter. Forgiveness is about submission in a way. You submit to something bigger than yourself. This may be something like fate, God, or something more abstract like an ideal of truth or justice and so on. This is a very hard thing to do, to forgive another person, to truly forgive them. It requires to admit that we as human beings are very weak and insignificant. And not only that, there are so many things bigger than us. That is why I think that in the modern world, it is so hard to forgive another person. Because the media, the books, movies, everything has taught us that we are at the center of the world. That we are just so great and smart and important. So forgiving another person is hard, because you must accept that that person has hurt you. That person is part of something bigger. So let's look at something specific. If someone bullies you, you forgive them by understanding that they also had a bad life and they were powerless. If someone cheats on you, you forgive them by admitting that, well, they are only human beings and they are flawed. Or maybe you forgive yourself for not seeing the type of person she was. All of this comes from that, like I said, from the concept of weakness, of submission to something higher. So I would tell you, really take a step back. If you are in a situation where you want to forgive someone, try to separate the history of the concept from the concept itself. Try to simply ask yourself, why did that happen? And how can you, as a person, live with that thing? What truth must you acknowledge? Because it's always about acknowledging a truth that is uncomfortable. In the case of a bully, it is a truth that people are born in shitty situations. When it comes to cheating, it can be the same thing, but it also can be a sign of your own weakness. Whatever it may be, if you do not accept that there is something bigger than yourself, then you will not be able to forgive. And not being able to forgive, it will be very hard to get over certain things, even if it will take weeks, months, or years to do it. I think it is really important. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, please consider subscribing and leave a comment below. What was the hardest thing for you to forgive? Either in another person or a situation, or really everything that you can think of. Hope you enjoyed this video and see you next time. Have a nice day.